Well, welcome and good evening to you. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Roger Eastman. I'm the zoning code administrator here with the City of Flagstaff, and I have the pleasure on behalf of the rest of the staff and the citizens of Flagstaff to be the project manager for the rewrite of the city zoning code. And this is a project we started, I guess it was back in late February, early March, with our consultants, Opticoast Design and Lisa Weiss, Rick Hall and his firm, Hall Planning Engineering, Sherwood Engineering, and Bruce Jacobson. And they've been working really hard so far. Those of you who were here in May will remember Dan and his team did a presentation introducing themselves to the citizens and talking about an introduction to form-based codes and how they could be applied in Flagstaff. Since then, they've been doing a tremendous amount of work for us, and they're here this evening to once again introduce themselves to those of you who were not here, and to give a public presentation on the results of their work so far. And I'm just going to leave that as part of my introduction for Dan and Lisa, and they'll go into more about what they're presenting. And I want to give you a quick update on where we are from the city's perspective in this zoning code update. As you may know, we've been holding a number of focus groups. In fact, there are 11 different focus groups that are citizen-run and citizen-formed that really look at different aspects of the zoning code: landscaping, lighting, signage, trees and resources, economic development, downtown, and a number of others. So far, we've held 44 focus group meetings, and my hats off to all of you from the focus groups who are here this evening for attending so many meetings with us. And thanks too for all the staff who supported those meetings. 4 of the focus groups have actually completed their work. We had 2 complete today, which was really neat. And then we've had 2 citizen advisory group meetings. This is where the chairpersons of each focus group get together. And we've had 2 very successful meetings so far. Those are public meetings. And any of you are welcome to attend if you'd like to. And in fact, we'd welcome your attendance at those meetings. Our next meeting is, well, the 15th, I believe. Is that right? I'm looking at the chair. The city's webpage for the zoning code has all the agendas and meeting notes on it. And you're welcome to go there. I'm going to ask Kim in a moment to write the city's webpage up on the board here so that you can see what it is and go and visit. You'll find lots of information there. One of the purposes of this evening's meeting is to get your comments. And Dan and Lisa have structured their presentation to allow you to participate with them so that we can hear your thoughts. We want to hear your ideas. We want to hear what you think about Flagstaff and what the zoning code should address. For that reason, you all hopefully picked up one of these green cards when you came into the meeting room. If you wouldn't mind, take a moment to fill out whatever you want to about the zoning code process. How you can make a difference is really important to us. There's also a large board at the back. Feel free to write up there, draw whatever you want to express your desires to us, because it's really important that we know what you're thinking. Throughout the meeting, Kim will be recording on that board up there your thoughts and ideas so we can keep them and add them into the process here. I think that's enough of an introduction from me. If any of you want to contact me, you'll find my business cards on the table at the back. You're welcome to do so. And I would really welcome any emails or phone calls from you so I can answer your questions, Lisa.
The exit polls.
Thank you. I knew there was something I was missing. You might notice some funny colored little gadgets at the back there that look like odd parking meters. This is a relatively new technology to the city, and we're trying it out for the first time this evening. I would like all of you to take literally 30 seconds as you leave the room or at a break to just enter your comments in response to 5 very simple questions. And that'll give us quick overview of what your thoughts are based on those 5 questions. They're basically yes, no, maybe type answers. The first one, for example, is, did you enjoy this evening's presentation? Yes, no, kind of in between. So, and then there's 4 others after that. It shouldn't take more than about 20 seconds per person to do that. You'll find 2 machines in the back. With that, I'd like to introduce Daniel Perolik. He's the principal with Opticoast Design. and he's the team leader for the Rewrite Zoning Code project. And Dan will introduce John, wherever John is in the back, and Lisa as part of his presentation. Dan.
Good evening. Thank you everybody for coming out. I just want to get a little bit of a show of hands of, I see a lot of very familiar faces. How many people were here in May at our kickoff presentation? Okay, so a good percentage. And then how many of you are part of a focus group or working with Roger in the focus groups? Oh, great, excellent. As Roger said, my name is Dan Perolic. I'm the principal of Opticos Design. We are an architecture and urban design firm based in Berkeley, California. And one of our expertise is creating zoning codes that are based on the unique characters of a place, and they're often called form-based codes. And that's what we're doing here for you all, and we're excited to be here. John Mickey is in the back. He's the project manager for Opticos. He's the mastermind behind many of these maps you see on the wall, so you'll have the opportunity to pick his brain after the presentation. And we have Lisa Wise from Lisa Wise Consulting. We're thrilled to be working with Lisa again. We've done several zoning code updates with Lisa, as well as the rest of this team. And she'll be presenting part of the presentation tonight, so you get a chance to hear from her. And just to tell you, we're going to take about 45 minutes to give a presentation. I know that's a little bit long. And we did hear from our last presentation that I spoke a little bit too long. I think sort of drug on a little bit longer than people had hoped. So we're going to keep it to 45 minutes. We've got a lot of information to go over, but we're going to give you the chance. We're going to stay afterwards and be available along these maps to answer questions you might have, or in the back of the room if you have more general questions. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into the presentation tonight. I just want to mention Jacobson and Wack. Bruce Jacobson is also a sub-consultant. He'll be helping with the administrative part of the code as well as overall consultation. Sherwood Design Engineers are bringing a real specialty in sustainability that ranges from green infrastructure at a citywide scale, stormwater management, alternative energy, and they're really tying in this to make this code reinforce the goals that the city has and is continuing to establish in terms of being a green city in the short and the long term. Rick Hall is a transportation engineer. Will be on board, especially as we're looking at sort of the walkable mixed-use areas and the form-based coding areas, of looking at the streets and the street networks and trying to increase and improve the walkability and bikeability within those areas. And then KDI Photography, which is actually a local photographer here in Flagstaff that we're thrilled to have on board. A lot of these really beautiful local photographs you see in the presentations were done by them, so we're thrilled to have them on board as well. So there are three parts of the presentation tonight. We're going to talk about, number one, what we've heard. We've done a series of, we did a dot exercise at the last meeting in May. We did some one-on-one interviews, or stakeholder interviews as we call them. I'm going to talk about the summary of those. Second of all, we're going to talk about what we've learned related to the citywide scale analysis, as well as just general analysis, photography, and visual analysis. And then third, we're going to talk about the next steps. I'm going to focus really on this charrette, or this design workshop, this public workshop, and talk a little bit more about what it is, when we're targeting it to happen, and why it's important for you to all participate in that project. So those are the three parts of my presentation tonight, and let me go ahead and jump into those. So what we've heard. As I said previously, last time we were here in May, we did a dot exercise. It was a pretty basic exercise where participants were given 3 different colored dots. They were given red dots, green dots, and blue dots. And I'm going to go through what exactly those dots meant, but they give a lot of really valuable information to us as a team to help begin this process and begin to understand where we should concentrate and focus our efforts in areas of the cities that we